Hey guys, Yumi here again, and it's been a while since I've done a story time. I've actually only done two, so it's not like it's some kind of highly anticipated series or something like that, but I thought this time I'd go back really early into my childhood and go into kindergarten. Now, I don't know, I'm pretty sure that in Britain they don't call it kindergarten, so for you guys, if you don't know, it's just like preschool, but it's after preschool. Like, it's whenever you're age of 5 to 6, I think. It's before you start grade school, but it's after preschool, and for some reason they call it a German word. I don't even know why they call it a German word, but this was the start of kind of a crazy childhood I've had. I've had some crazy stuff happen. I've had some mean-ass teachers. I've done some really stupid shit in my childhood. So it'd be fun, like, starting to go through it and talk about some of the things that happened. But I'm going to be focusing on kindergarten this time, and a few things happened that are pretty interesting, so I thought I'd share these with you guys. Now, one thing you guys need to understand about me as a kid is I was a freaking rebel as a kid. I was like, I hated doing what everyone else was doing, and I always came off with an attitude. I heard that word so many times in my life. I probably still have one, or I most definitely still have one. Well, now it's probably just called being an adult now. But I didn't take shit from people whenever I was a little kid. And one day when I was in kindergarten, like, just for no reason, I just left the classroom and I was like, I want to go home. So I just literally just walked out the front door of the school and went all the way across the parking lot and just started walking home. And then I like looked behind me and there's like this teacher running out of the front door screaming at me to come back. That is like one of the earliest memories I have, is whenever I just decided to go home. And I don't even think I knew how to get home from the parking lot, so I didn't know how that was going to end out, but that was one thing that happened. I was suffering from senioritis the first year of real school anyway, so you can imagine how tired I got of school in the years following that. Something later that happened that I have legitimately felt guilty for my entire life is one day we're like, I don't even remember what we were doing. We're just kind of playing, I guess, like running around and stuff. And at one point, I just fall over, like I trip over myself and fall over. And then this kid very visibly like jumps over my head to avoid stepping on me. And for some reason, I just started crying. And then whenever the teacher asked me what was wrong, I told her that the kid kicked me in the head. So she had to scold him for it. And I don't even know why I said that. Like, I still don't know, because he didn't hit me, and I had nothing against this kid. Like, I didn't like really know anybody in the kindergarten. So we moved like a few months after that anyway. So I have no connections to that time of my life, but I still feel bad about this because that kid started crying and stuff because he was being scolded so bad, and he didn't actually do anything. It boggles my mind why I actually just decided to blame him for something that he didn't do. Maybe that means that I should go into politics? I don't know. I was a very inconsistent child. I would like be like the perfect student sometimes, and at other times I'll be like a rowdy, like complete idiot. And it's gotten me in trouble. It's got me like spanked and shit so many times in my childhood because I was so inconsistent, and teachers either love me or hate me, and it goes on to like professors today. I mean, not so much with professors because you don't really get connected with them very much like with teachers in grade school, but that was how it was my entire childhood. I either had teachers that absolutely loved me to death or actually wanted to murder me. And sometimes we had nap time, is basically standard with kids that age, and awards would be given out to kids called super sleepers, as in kids who obviously pretended to sleep heavily. And sometimes I would just goof off and mess with like some kid. I don't even remember, like we were doing some stupid shit, and that got me in trouble and got me spanked when I got home. But then other times I'm like, I did like the best acting ever, just pretending to sleep. And then the teacher walks by and she's like, "Ooh, Matt's a super sleeper today." I'm like, "Damn right, bitch, I'm a super sleeper. Yeah, give me that shit." And it was pretty awesome because I figured it out. I mean, I don't even remember if I kept doing that. I have such a patchy memory of that time of my life. It doesn't even seem like it was that long in duration. And SpongeBob was the shit at this time. Let me tell you, SpongeBob was my nigga. Like this is what, I was 5 years old, so it was 2001, I think. Yeah, it was 2001 because that was when 9/11 happened. But SpongeBob, yeah, well, he was like the shit at that time. I think he was only it was only in like their second or third season. The third season was the one with the idiot box and all those like classic episodes. But yeah, I was really huge on SpongeBob and just Nickelodeon in general. This is also the time whenever I was first introduced to video games. I think our very first console was an SNES, and we had Mario Kart on it. And I think that was pretty much the only game that we played on it. But it feels like I played it a lot, but I don't think I actually ended up doing that. But that was my introductory. The next year we got an Xbox original and got 4x4 Evo, this driving game, and also what was Dynasty Warriors 3. Like the beginning of something amazing, like in my childhood, was Dynasty Warriors franchise. And then a little bit later, we got the first Halo game, and I got introduced to that at age 6. I was playing an M-rated game at age 6. Yeah, I guess I was one of those annoying Halo kids. But anyway, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I'll get to those stories some other time. Like, I'll move progressively forward in my childhood. So that's basically it for what I remember from kindergarten. It's actually pretty little, I guess. But I mean, that was a long time ago. That was 14 to 15 years ago. So yeah, it's hard for me to remember, but that's just the start of an insane childhood of me getting in trouble and getting into mischief, getting the shit beat out of me so many times. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you thought some of it was interesting. And if you guys like this, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And until next time, this is Yummy. Goodbye and good hunting.